Guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Welcome to Beyond Beyond Cubicle. This is Peter right here. So this morning I'm going to be taking us through the use of MetaTrader 4. We've been discussing forex trading, and to participate in forex trading, you need a platform, right? You need a platform, and the platform being popularly used is MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. There is CTrader and some other app, or depending on your broker anyway. But generally, people use MetaTrader 4 or 5. So I use MetaTrader 5 personally because that is the latest one. And I believe it has some features that I like. So I'll stick to that instead of MetaTrader 4. But nevertheless, I have a MetaTrader 4 app on my phone, which I'm going to just take us through the interface so that we'll have understanding of it if you choose to use MetaTrader 4. But if you're just starting out, I'll just say go with MetaTrader 5 and you'll like it. Having said that, let's quickly run through that. So to get MetaTrader 4 or 5, you need to go to your Play Store. If you're using an Android phone, or I don't know where Apple people download their application, but there should be an app store for Apple as well where you can download it. For Android, it's a Play Store like this. Just open your Play Store and type MetaTrader 5. Then you'll be able to download something like this. So let's try that. So yeah, MetaTrader 5. Yeah, you can see I've already searched for that. So you should see something like this. Now, when it's open up, so you can see here, I have to start with, you have the codes. You have the codes where you see all the currency pairs, like the currency pair we discussed there in the previous video. You can see the link to the previous video here. You see Euro USD, that's European Euro to US dollar, GBP USD, Great Britain Pound, that is the currency for the UK to US dollar, USD CHF. So these are the major pair really. These first 6 months are the major pair. They include US dollar, and they are like the most traded. The most traded one is Euro. You can see it at the top there, and follow closely. But it all depends. There's a lot of controversy on which one is traded most, but we're not going into that. What we just want to understand is how to use it, to understand the function, and how to navigate your way using MetaTrader. So now, if you go to this positive sign here, maybe what you have here is not enough, or there's a particular currency you want to trade and it's not here, you can go to this plus sign and click on forex, then search whichever currency pair you are looking for that is not there. So you can see USD, Russian ruby, USD, Swedish krona, USD Singapore dollar, USD Turkish lira. So like that, just add whichever currency you want to trade that is not there. And I should mention here that the number of currency that you see may depend on your broker. There are some broker that doesn't include some currency. And if you want to trade CFD, that's like indices, like S&P 500, US 30, German 30, and all those ones. But I will say if you're new to forex, it's better you stick to currency because there is more to all these. The PIP calculation is different here. It's a little bit complex. So stick with forex first and get your way around before you move to all this CFD here. So because if forex is moving, let's say 50 pips in a day, then CFD must have moved maybe like 300, 400. You can easily blow your account with this one. So you need to understand what you're doing before going into this. And we have metals, which is even which move even bigger than forex as well. And we have gold, we have silver, Yeah, you have just four here because that's what my broker gives to me. But there are some other broker that give more than that. And we have crypto. I only have BTUSD, DSH, USD, Ethereum, Litecoin. So basically that is just for how to add more symbols. Like if you want to add more symbols, that's how to go about it. Now, if there are symbols that you find here, because quite a number of these, I don't trade them. Like I never trade AUD and ZD. I don't know. Maybe I was just checking and I was just checking somewhere and I had it that, but I can take them away by clicking on this pen uh icon that you see here. Just click on that. If I want to delete any one of them, I'll have to click on this delete button. Then I'll begin to click every one of them that I don't want. GBP card, I rarely trade that. GBP JPY, I rarely trade that. I don't like Japanese yen really because of the peak calculation is different and the move is something else. It moves like gold, so I don't like it. I like to trade currencies that are easy for me. I mean, the goal is to make money, not to say, oh, this is the number of currency I trade. So I don't trade this AUD, SZD. I don't trade AUD, AUD, USD as well. For some reason, I've tried to trade it several times, but I keep losing money because maybe I'm not used to it or something. But I don't trade it. USD JPY, I don't trade it. So I can remove those by clicking on this and they are removed. So I'm only left with the few ones that I do check. I just trade EUD, CHF, but you can keep them. It doesn't affect you. It doesn't do anything to you. It's just that it's better when you keep those ones that you trade because when you want to quickly check, it's just easy rather than you scrolling up and down to get a particular currency. So having said that, let's go to the next thing is charts. You see something like this. This is our charts. This is GBP USD charts. We caught this trade yesterday, but we exited very early. I think we exited around here. We didn't cash it up to this point, unfortunately. Oh God. But that's how beautiful trading can be, you know. And some people may take the negative side thinking that it's still going to go down and they take this blow. But we'll come back to discussing how to spot a trading setup, how to know when to buy, how to know when to sell. But you need to understand how to use the application first, isn't it? So that's why we are doing this. So on this chart, there are a lot of futures that you can see here because this is where you will spend most of your time during trading. You want to see the chart, you want to see the movement. So if you tap on the screen this way, you should see this coming up, the time frame, 1 minute, 5 minutes. This M1 means 1 minute, M5 means 5 minutes, M15 means 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, H1, H4, 4 hours, daily, D1, weekly, and monthly. So whichever time frame you want to go to see your chart clearly. For example, if I go on 15 minutes, you can see that there's a lot of noise here. Maybe I don't want this. I can click on this and go on 1 hour just to have a better outlook. If I don't want that, I can go on 4 hours just to get better outlook. The same thing, the same way you can go on daily just to give you a better and a brighter perspective. So that is that about time frame. Then other feature that you can see here is if you need to draw it, like you can see here, you can see that there's a line I put here because this is a key level. There's a line I put here, 1.15500, right? Now, to put this kind of line, you just need to click on the screen. Then you'll see this place where there is shape, triangle, box, and all that. This is where you pick your line, trend line, horizontal line, whichever one you choose to use. This is where you pick them, right? And if you want to delete them, you just need to click on this. Then it mark. You can mark everything here and delete. Let's mark everything and delete. That's it. You can see it's no more there. So that's how to do that. Now, the other feature you can see here is settings. You need to go onto your setting, but we'll come back to that. If you want to determine a particular price, maybe where this moving average is, I want to know the exact price. I can click on this cross here and drag it all the way down here. You see, so I can be able to tell, oh, this is the price. So it just help you to navigate, to be able to know the price, maybe when you're setting your stop loss or things like that, or you just need to know where the price is. So you just need to click on that and it should take you down to, and it should show the price clearly at the side. So the other thing, to take that out, you just need to click on this. You can also click on this to bring that up. You can see some of the features that we just shows there. We just show through this are also here at the top here. So very easy to use, to be honest. It's a very, very easy application to use. So just practice is get familiar with it, then you'll be able to um navigate your way. Then another thing is, if you want to add indicator, for example, you see on my screen here, I have moving average, I have Bollinger Band here. So to add those ones, you just need to click on this F, and it should show you what you want to add on the main chart, what you want to add on the indicator window. Indicator window is where you see the RSI or Bollinger Band there. Then you can click on this and add whatever you want to add. You can see a lot of them. Some of them I never use them. I don't even know what they mean, because I'm more or less like a naked trader. I try to see what the chart is doing. This particular indicator is just there to confirm what I'm saying, for me to know, oh, is the chart going up? Is it going down? We'll come back to that, how I use this indicator, but just to explain how to use this chart. So if you want to place a trade, you need to click on this, and it will show you market execution. Like if you want to execute that right immediately, you see market execution. Then you see your lot size here. If you need to change it, we talk about micro. This is micro now. If we need to change it to mini, that's this one. Yeah, 0.11, that's mini lot size. If we need to change to maybe a standard lot size, we may need to delete that and put one, or we can also do the mini by clicking on that. Just type it directly. Then you can put your stop loss here or your take profit here. Very easy to use. Um, uh, so if you need to take, like, set a buy limit, maybe you feel like the trade is here now and you feel like it's going to go up to this point before it started going up. So in that case, what you need to do is you just put a buy limit to that point, or you're not in the front of your screen. You can just put a buy limit, then just carry on to do whatever you want to do. Then when you come back, it must have been filled or not filled. The same thing with sell limits. When the price is at a level and you feel the price will go above that level before coming down, you can put a sell limit at the top. Then buy stop, maybe you feel like, okay, when the price cross this level, I'll accept that it's going to continue to buy. So you can put a buy stop above the price. And the same thing with sell stop. You just practice this thing, you get familiarized with it. Even though I don't normally use phone to trade, I should mention that. But some people use phone and some people don't have a laptop, so you can as well use your phone. You have almost all the features that you have on laptop, on phone as well. So, and if you're doing market execution, if you put all your details or whichever one you're doing, once you put, if you do like order, you can see it will show place. But if you're doing market execution, once you fill all this in, you can click on that or sell. It should go on directly to make it happen. Then to set your stop loss, you can use the crosshair that we talked about that time, that okay, when the price push up to this point, maybe you're selling from here. You say, when the price push up to this point, I accept that I am wrong. So let it kill and close me out. So this is what is used to manage risk, to manage risk. You don't want a situation where the price will continue to go up against you and you lose all your account at once. But if I'm risking, say, 1% of my account, I'll do the calculation and put the stop loss where it needs to be, and maybe 1,000 I'm risking. Do the calculation and put the stop loss. It should be where I'll just close with a loss of 1,000. So there's a lot of things that the technology has helped us to be able to mitigate risk in this market. So it's not as risky as people paint it to be. So having said that, so that is that about the chart. Then you can see your trade here. You can see your trades. If you have any trade open, you will see it here. Don't mind this. This is a profit account, so I don't have 300,000. So it's a profit money. All I just do is trade, then we share the profit. So if I have a trade running, you will see it here. Then in the previous video, which you can see the link up there, we talked about all these things: balance, equity, free margin, and margin. If I have a trade running, you will see margin, and you see free margin, and you will see the margin percentage. So most of the time, the margin is deducted from the free margin. The free margin will be what is left in your account, what's the available money that you can trade with, and the money where you that's allow your trade to breathe. So that's that about that. And close to it is the history. Oh, you can see here yesterday. This is yesterday anyway, because today is Saturday. There's no trade, but I need to click on this to change it. But thank God that it's showing this way so that we can at least use that to explain what all this means. You can see the profit we make yesterday. You can see we didn't make any deposits. We make a withdrawal of 1,344. There's no swap fee because we didn't keep any trade overnight. There's commission that was removed for all this trade that was placed was 34, sorry. Um, and here is our balance because they removed this from this. I don't know what that means. And here is our balance after this withdrawal. Then you can see the trade that we placed yesterday. We took a sell on USD CHF, GBP USD, GBP USD, GBP USD. All these are the trades that we placed yesterday because the account has been on drawdown for about 3 weeks now. I'm just trying to restore it. So I didn't wait for any massive pull before I close it. Then you can sort, you can do your sorting like this is sorted by open time. It can be sorted by profits, right? The biggest profits will be down, and click on that again. You can turn it upside down. So just play around with it. Then another thing is if I want to know the history for today, for this week, for last month, for 3 months ago, you can click on those. For today now, you can see I haven't placed any trade today, Saturday. There's no trade today. If you go on, let's say last week, you can see this is the money we make throughout last week. Because this account was on drawdown, that's why we didn't withdraw the 15,000. If you're trading with profit, you understand what that means. We're going to go into details of that later on, but we need to take it step by step. So even if you see the profit of 15,000, that doesn't mean that I have as much as that. I didn't withdraw as much as that because it was just building the account up because there's a loss. And 3 months ago, you can see that's 1 month ago. This is all that we've made. This is the withdrawal that we've made. And 3 months ago, this is all that we've made. And this is the withdrawal that we've made. This is the commission that they've made from us. And here's our balance. So you can see the history of all the trade that was taken since 3 months ago. So that is that. And if you need to take a particular period, you can set that up here, right? You can set that up here. So date, date, and it should come up. Now you can see your orders field, the order when you sign out. Like if you're buying in this market, when you place a buy, when you close that trade, you sell. Once you place a sell, once you close that trade, you buy. So that's what it means. And you can see the deals here for the whole of 1 month. But all this are not necessary. Just look at your position and look at your profit. You're after the money, not all this story anyway. And this last one is the message. You don't really need this, but if you want, you can register with this MQID community, MQL community, and you get a lot of information, a lot of chats, some useful, some not useful. But you can join the community and you meet like-minded people, like-minded trader, and you can see people sending their signal and sending their materials there, which can be very helpful. Now, another thing we're going to talk about is how to log in. Once you click on this um, three line icon. It should bring you to this future. Now you click on manage accounts, then you have to click on this and find your broker. Say, for example, if my broker is IC Market, right? You can see IC Market coming up. So whichever one applied to me, maybe the one of EU or IC Market International, I can click on that. Then I should fill in my login detail, my password, and all those here. Then click on login. So that's basically what how to log in. And what other feature can you see here? If there's any account that you feel like you want to delete, like maybe this particular account now is not useful for me, you can delete it, right? Just delete it and you get rid of it. The another feature that you can see here is news, mailbox, journal, settings, economic calendar. All these ones you may not really need it. But basically that is MT5 for you. MT4 is completely the same, is almost the same thing. I don't think there's anything different really, to be honest. But for the one on the PC, I found some different, and that's why I choose MT5 because on that one I can see my previous trade history. It shows a sign. But I don't want this video to be unnecessarily long. I will do another video on MT4, MT5 on PC, and I'll explain that to us. So that is it, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and please like and comment and subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate every one of us that are subscribed, and I hope that I'm passing a very important message that will help you grow in your trading career. Thank you so much. Have a pleasant day.